Staring at the screen, the colors spin. Just a wait screen, where do I begin? This isn't a show, it's just a delay. Still here you are, you decided to stay. It's not a movie, ain't no special guest, just a wait screen, not the very best. Yet you're glued, anticipation's high for the stream to start. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Yes, it's late, we'll be starting soon. In this digital world we croon for the content we've yet to see. On a wait screen, stuck in reverie. Don't you worry, soon it will commence. Right now you're here at my expense. Just a teaser, a colorful jest. It's a wait screen, you know the rest. Patience is a virtue, they say, but this wait screen's making you sway to a tune only time can keep. As you watch, half awake, half asleep. Oh, the seconds tick, but the fun's on hold. The wait screen's tale is getting old. But just hang tight, don't click away. The show will start, come what may. Don't you worry, soon it will commence. Right now you're here at my expense for the content we've yet to see. On a wait screen, stuck in reverie. Don't you worry, soon it will commence. Right now you're here at my expense. Just a teaser, a colorful jest. It's a wait screen, you know the rest. Don't you worry, soon it will commence. Right now you're here at my expense. Just a teaser, a colorful jest. It's a wait screen, you know the rest. Patience is a virtue, so they say, but this wait screen's making you sway to a tune only time can keep. As you watch, half awake, half asleep. Oh, the seconds tick, but the fun's on hold. The wait screen's tale is getting old. But just hang tight, don't click away. The show will start, come what may. Wait screen's tale is getting old. But just hang tight, don't click away. The show will start, come what may. Staring at the screen, the colors spin. Just a wait screen, where do I begin? This isn't a show, it's just a delay. Still here you are, you decided to stay. It's not a movie, ain't no special guest. Just a wait screen, not the very best. Yet you're glued, anticipation's high for Grim to start. Oh my, yes, it's wait screen, we'll be starting late. In this digital world that we create for the content we've yet to see. On a wait screen, stuck in reverie. Don't you worry, soon it will commence. Right now you're here at my expense. Just a teaser, a colorful jest. It's a wait screen, You know the rest. Go.
Two Space Marines are fighting?
Who's fighting?
Sarah, I mean, God, you gotta welcome to Mob Rules. Your every other week dose of 40k. Two, that's some beautiful format in Dickie.
I didn't even know I put it on this screen officially.
I know. Well, yeah, there we are though. It's all set. We're looking great.
Interesting. I'm like interesting. Where did I?
Still
There you
better,
go.
still better produced than if I attempted it. So I appreciate you for that.
Thanks.
We were talking a little bit before we came on about tonight we're talking about. By the way, we're gonna fix 40k. Last episode we talked a lot about how it becomes stale and bland and kind of boring.
I mean, look at our set, John. It's rusting away.
Our set was beautiful stainless steel. It looked like the side of a Cybertruck. And now the elements and the blandness of Warhammer has just made it very rusted.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah. That's all good. But yeah, we're gonna fix 40k. 40k is bland and boring, and we've come up with a certain number of suggestions about how we can improve that.
Good.
I did ask for 5 from each of us. I think you should all be worried that all of us had at least a little crossover. I went quite extreme with mine, and I'm excited to see your guys' reactions. And please know, I genuinely believe them. I'm not just saying them to elicit a reaction out of Danny. These are things that I genuinely believe. But we'll get into that in a second. Quite a bit's happened in the past couple of weeks. We've had a brand new Black Library book that I was unable to get because I logged in 10 minutes before it went up for pre-order instead of 11 minutes before. So we have that new Necron book that's going to be out next week. Very excited about that. Drukhari have been released or unleashed to all the mistresses and masters in the world. See, I'm owning it now.
Oh, they're dark.
They're dark. They're very dark. They're edgy. They got themselves a box lunch gift voucher now, not a Hot Topic one. They've grown up, and they're ready to go. Danny, you were about to say before I told you off for talking to Dickie, unless there's a camera recording, about Drukhari.
I was just asking Dickie what he thought about Drukhari, and then I said, "Oh wait, maybe we should talk about this on the show." Yeah. And then John said I should stop getting so chummy with Dickie.
He berated us that we're not actually allowed to talk before the show. John is just the only one that's allowed to talk during the show.
Yeah, so we need to be quiet and sign the in emails a few weeks ago, which I won't do. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to bend the knee.
Nope.
I'm gonna stay free and independent over here.
Because knee bending would be pre-work.
Yeah,
right. And my knees don't work that well anymore. So
beautiful. But yeah,
I don't know, they seem interesting. I like the mechanics.
There's I really like the drug detachment where they just like get hyped up on.
Yeah, I bet drugs. You do, you freaking stoner.
Weed's legal here in Canada, bro. So we're okay. So no, that one looks super cool. I don't know how competitive it is. I would imagine. I know this is going to be boring. We're going to be talking about this today, but the original detachment or Reaper's Wager still seems like potentially the clear competitive choice.
It seems pretty cool.
So no big change there.
I'm not going to lie though, Dickie.
Yeah, don't lie.
The Cabalite detachment made me feel so happy inside my body when I read it, even though it's not like good, and I'm recognizing that. It has some really cool. It has like such fun rules, right?
Yeah, it does.
You feel like big game hunting.
Yeah, that's kind of why I like the drug detachment, because it's like not good, but it's like super fun. Like it's yeah.
Well, sometimes the witches are just gonna pop off too, like,
and sometimes they're not.
Yeah, sometimes they're just not gonna.
So yeah.
New idea to improve 40k is just calling detachments by descriptions only and never by their actual name.
No.
So yeah,
nobody does that. Nobody does
detachment. I am very. I insist on calling my Liberator assault group. I even have a hat that says Liberator for the assault group. It's very important.
Yeah.
Some marketing intern at GW spent 10 minutes flicking through Black Library books. Get those names.
Yeah.
It's some
That
very
must be why it's called that for sure. Yeah.
100%. This the assault group. Yeah, it looks good. It looks fun.
Yeah.
I would say for Jakari. I just want to add to the discussion a little bit, and I know we're probably going to touch on this a little bit later on, but fuck Knights. Right off the bat, I played some 40k this week, and it was into 5 nights. That was not fun. Well, I guess my issue with it was the game turned into, can I roll a 4+ on a dice? And sometimes I could.
Could you?
I could say roughly about 50% of the time, I would say I could roll a 4+
That's
on the
weird how
dice.
that worked out.
That's how many times you should be able to roll.
Yeah. I didn't win because I wasn't really spec'd for Knights, which, considering like looking at the 30 or so lists in this league, I really should be, because about a third of them are Knights.
Was it spiky or smooth version?
Spiky Knights with sticky objectives.
Lords of Dread.
And then just the big, what lost it for, because I did well in secondary. I did well in limiting his secondary. What really fucked me over was I could not OC 6.
Yes, that's pretty brutal.
And it's I think if the number's 5, cool. But it's the 6 that just breaks me every time. Because you have to beat it. You can't just match it. I have very little that I can beat OC 6 without kind of. The only way I can beat it is by putting a large portion of my army within like fuck you range of Knights.
Yeah.
And that wasn't fun. That's okay. I went back. I think I appreciated the help you gave most of this, Danny, actually.
Oh, well done.
Because you were like, well, what are you really complaining about? And I was like, well, I was failing a whole bunch of wound rolls. And you're like, well, how do you reroll how to wound? And so I went through the entire Space Marine book, and I found like 1 unit.
Really, 1 unit. That's it. Huh.
One unit that natively has rerolls. There's like a couple for vehicles, monsters, and like
there's 2.
Because there's a gladiator, right? Or is it?
No. I mean, you can take Sternguard.
Yeah. But I chose to get some eradicators.
Yeah.
Then there's those guys who are good.
And honestly, I built 6 now. Great little kit.
It's a cool kit.
Yeah, they're big chunky boys with melta guns. Yeah.
And I really appreciate them simplifying the melta down, so I didn't have to try and do a cable for 4 of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have my 2 multi-meltas and the 4 regular ones made. But excited to get that out. I have 1 more game left. It's gonna be fun. I think the guy's already reached out, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna have a great time. I'm 0-4." I was like, "Hey man," I was like, "It's a fun little local league. Win, lose, or draw. We're gonna have a blast." And like just come along with that attitude, and we'll do fine. Like, I'm not doing great. I'm like 1-3 so far. Like week 1, I missed a notification, so I didn't actually set up my game, so I lost that way. And then I like 1 week. I lost week 2, 1 week 3, and then lost this one as well. And again, at no point, and I think this is the important. The older you get at Warhammer, is like you stop really giving a shit.
Yeah.
Here a little bit, but at the same time, you're not like, oh god, and then going home. It's not like my little football man who ruined my entire weekend by 9 a.m. on a Saturday. No, it's just
That's
some
rough.
light fun. Oh, I did finish printing out my I was gonna say my painting Galactic Senate, as Danny keeps referring to it as.
Looks like a cockpit of paint.
It is. So I have
it's a cockpit, all right.
3D printed racking, so all of my paints are now going to be organized and displayed, and I'm slowly gluing it together.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
They look really cool.
It does.
Do you have a slide for this, John?
I don't have a slide for it. No, I can probably add one in.
Okay.
As it goes, but it took a long ass time to print out.
Dude,
but that's okay. Well, we'll add it in here. But it took a long ass time to print out, but like I'm really happy with how it looks. I think it looks really good. It's going to help me stay somewhat organized. And
destroy democracy.
Yeah, I've united all of the Duncan paints into one Games Workshop paint rack.
Into one empire, if you will.
Yeah, I was gonna say like an empire, if you will. And then I printed my son a working Pokeball. Not working as it can enslave
There's
animals.
actually Pikachu in there. Just
It can enslave animals, but it does open and close. And
Thank you for accurately portraying
that
what
poor
a Pokeball is.
squirrel. Why is that squirrel in that ball?
There's just a half crushed animal in the front of the hinge where he's tried to smash it.
Oh
It
no!
eventually cuts off its tail. It's fine. Then it's just a rat.
Jesus.
Oh man, do you guys play any Warhammer the past couple of weeks?
I've been on vacation, so
You have.
Man,
You've been
not for me.
relaxing.
Although this weekend I'm probably going to play 4 or 5 games of 40k.
Nice.
Hell yeah! Is this Battlezone Ursa?
Nope, we have our last RTT before I think is this weekend. So
The premium
that,
deluxe
and then we're
package.
I got invited to a private training, Battlezone Ursa training day. So
Oh, I thought you said you got invited to a private train because that means something
nice.
that's a
different.
different thing.
Different thing
That's not on
altogether,
Sundays, John. That's the
yeah.
Lord's Day.
That's the Lord's Day. Yeah.
How about you, Dickie? Have you been playing?
I don't have. I really wish I had a soundboard because I would be. I'm in a list. Spiral. I have no idea what to play. Thank you. That was
Like that's about as good as I got for you.
yeah. My team, my group of guys that I kind of bounce lists off of. They're all making fun of me because I literally give them AdMech, Tau, World Eaters, Emperor's Children, and they all just like, wow, what is happening? I was like, I don't know. It's not good. It's not good over here. So I'm in a list spiral. I don't know.
It's like when my wife asked me what I want for dinner. I'm like, I'm not sure. What do you think? And she's like, I don't know, maybe like, sushi or possibly a burger. And I'm like, those things are very opposite flavor wise of where we're going.
So I think I just need to get to a table and like throw some dice, to be honest. I'm kind of just in like theory moments. I think I need to get out of that. And once I'm out of that, I can focus on a faction. So yeah.
Just as long as you have good finances and a good credit limit, AdMech's a really good choice for you.
I think it's gonna be a slow grow kind of army, especially like since I have nothing painted. I think I have Draxus painted. That's
Dickie. Danny and I have sent you literally dozens of packages containing tens of points of models.
There's
like
there's not a lot of points in those packages, and thank you for the little magazines too. That
I was gonna say there are tens of points of models in those.
Did you read the magazines, Dickie? What's in them?
It's like a build instructions / painting guide and like some fluff. That's pretty much it.
Well, I sent Dickie my AdMech issues of Imperium because my wife was concerned that I would start yet another army. As the Imperium came with some AdMech, some Sisters, some Marines, and some Necrons, and I've already fallen down 2 of those rabbit holes. So
no, I was really impressed with them. What a great way to get into the hobby. You get a wide berth of things. So yeah. Did I make sure I paid tariffs on those? I actually didn't pay tariffs on
I
those.
Actually paid the tariffs on those because that was part of the billing.
The American paid the tariffs. So I don't know, Kim. Sorry about that.
Yeah. That's okay.
There's no Americans there, so who pays the tariffs?
Oh,
I don't know.
Well, Danny, you owe me $20.
These tariffs are breaking our economy.
I was genuinely upset because when I went to send it and I saw the bill, it was like $30 or something to ship this package. And then like, and then there's like this $25 of taxes and fees, like instantly on the phone to Dickie being like, this is bullshit. This is so fucking expensive for some shitty AdMech models. And then I find out like the taxes and fees were included in the shipping cost. So then I was like instantly fine again.
Well, I wondered if they like made you pay in Canadian too. That would have been really funny. And then you'd be like $70, and you're like, no, it's only $20. No big deal.
Yeah. That was
That's
very
like 3 loon coins.
But speaking of things that are very Canadian, boys, last time we talked about 40K being bland and boring and kind of stale a little bit, but we are not just a podcast of complainers. No. That is just literally every podcast on the internet. We are a podcast of doers.
Are we?
And we are
No,
terribly
we're not.
formatted doers, but we're doers nonetheless. And, oh, hey, I have a little. No one
Why
pay
are we
attention
terribly
to the little
formatted?
mouse cursor.
Doers like the whiskey, because like then maybe like I agree with you.
Yeah, no, exactly like the whiskey. But what I did is I asked the guys a couple weeks ago to send me a list 5 ways that they would improve 40K. Now there is some crossover between the two, or between the 3, and then I have visualized all of them in pictures, so you might not recognize
Really?
yours right away.
Wow, I'm impressed.
So let's see. So starting right off, we'll start with an easy one. One of my ones here. I want fucking trees.
Yeah, I feel that.
Give me a GD tree.
Goddamn tree.
Guys, discuss terrain real quick while I definitely don't sneak off to open a door to stop my dog from whining.
Okay.
Go ahead, Danny. You start.
We need trees in 40K, guys. Not only are trees an important aspect to any breathable atmosphere, but they provide a splash of color as well as cover on the battlefield.
Yeah.
I would like to see more trees for various reasons. The first of these reasons is that it gives some variation to the table. And I think that that's something that's sorely missing in 40K, whether in casual or more likely competitive formats where Games Workshop has specified a board of terrain that is immovable, but dull, like like Soviet era building block that's been shot by macro cannons. It provides no visual relish. It provides no heart, and it provides no soul. And 40K needs all of those things, or else it's going to be destroyed in the warp by demons. And
I know they do
know how that goes.
the simplified but simple was their little buzz phrase that they came up, but it's almost insulting that the only thing that we as 40K players can comprehend is what a ruin does.
Yeah.
Why can't the little half blocks or like the little little rectangles, why can't those be trees? They can still block line of sight. It could do something else cool.
Well, I think, to be completely honest, they've done a great job with the mat system, or the kind of the place
The
where you
War
put
Machine plus terrain system.
Well, the mats that you put the ruined walls on. Why couldn't you just do that with the trees and just say you cannot see outside of this terrain cover?
You know,
Like,
keep them obscuring. That's fine.
also,
I'm much more willing to believe that a tree is infinitely tall, being that I'm surrounded by the natural beauty of the Pacific Northwest, than a destroyed building is infinitely tall.
Yeah. I think the one thing that constantly I get asked about from non 40K players, maybe they play board games or card games or whatever, is, man, the armies look great, but the terrain looks so boring.
Yep.
And it's constant. It's like, I know Val complains about that constantly. I know that even at the WTC, because they're all every table has the exact same set of terrain. While functional, unbelievably functional, Wayland Liutani is an amazing company and keep up the great work. But I think,
unless you're in the alien universe,
yes, and then
unless
don't.
if you live on, like, what happened? Every book I've read had a death world. There's always death worlds with like teeming jungles. Why can't we play on those places?
We're gonna get to those, because I did that as a different one, because mine specifically, just give me trees.
Give me trees. Yeah.
Give me trees. Next up, Dickie, this is what you were talking about.
Really? That's what I was talking about. The wonderful 90s
what is
show, A
this,
Different
Dickie?
World.
Can you explain what you meant by this with this picture?
So what I am showing you here is a promo photo from the 1987 sitcom A Different World.
I'm gonna go read what I wrote you, because I'm pretty sure I didn't.
Almost like you were talking about in direct messaging. I'm not scrolling up here. Give me a second. That varied terrain settings, world, elder zones, etc. Almost like, you know, if you could battle on different worlds or a different world.
Yeah, listen, we've kicked the goddamn horse of Rune Worlds, like half like buildings enough. Can we move past ruined buildings? Can we just, I don't know, have some trees, have a jungle, have, I don't know, a river? Holy shit.
Take me
I
out
don't
of
know.
for the love of God.
The problem is nobody wants to work anymore, so the construction industry is horribly understaffed.
I don't know,
So
man.
there's nothing but ruins.
Yeah. I just think that like we have an abstract. They did a great job on the simplified train system. Let's just, I don't know, man. Let's just spice it up a little bit. Let's get some different colors. Let's use greens. Let's use browns. I don't know. Let's do it all, man. I think yeah.
One thing I noticed the GW opened in Tacoma, Danny, was that there was the variety of terrain. Yeah, they're all GW L's and U's, but they're all either like a green L or a red L.
Yeah.
And that's sort of like the variety that's there. It's a very sterile battleground. And as we were grognards raised in the generation of like the table is the third player in this visual like battle. It's a little too simplified. I'm all for stuff being even, but I'm going to tell you verbatim what I told my opponent when he asked me what side of the table I wanted. Doesn't fucking matter.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Yeah. I want a different world. Good job, John.
Same. Different worlds. Great
sitcom.
World. Being around for one season. Next up. Dickie, what do you think this is? This is sort of mine, sort of yours.
So I think this is quarterly campaign books is what I suggested.
Yeah. So I have down. You put down quarterly campaign books giving a quarter of the army's new units. So you said now units, but I'm going to be nice. Units or detachments that add fundamental changes to game style.
Yeah.
And I said that I would have this up. Seasonal unit or detachment updates.
Yeah.
So every year around it's new detachment time is centered around the new match play packet coming out. Danny, thoughts? You didn't put this down?
I didn't think it was as important, but it would be a fun concept, kind of like AOS does.
Yeah.
I like this idea.
Like, and it's like you don't have to worry about like there's a times when GW is accused of new units coming out, so they're going to make it really good and then nerf it right away.
Yeah.
What if this new unit was guaranteed to be good for like a year? Or like at least like the 3 months, right? Or we take like an existing one, like if you have like a Death World based thing, maybe Tyranids get some buffs to some of their units that are on there, or Gardu or something similar.
Yeah.
Maybe some units get worse, but there's like the big draw to 40k has never been the game system, because let's be honest, it's not the best game system out there.
Oh, shock. Horror.
And the models and the lore do a lot of lifting.
Yeah, they do.
They're the heavy foundation makeup covering the ragged, aged face of a D6 based system.
Yeah.
They're really just sort of taken out of the equation entirely over this match play season this past couple of years. So by bringing narrative reasons for changes coming in, is it a big deal? No, but I think I'd be a little happier with it.
I just wanted to seem more like 40k, because I agree. Like the sterility of this rule set, like, is boring.
Mm-hmm.
And I do want to nod GW, because they are making campaign type books for the narrative portion of the game.
For the Crusade?
For the Crusades. I believe there's a book that either just came out or is coming out, and they're actually featuring in the narrative of the Night Lords quite heavily.
Here's the problem, though. I own multiple of those books.
Yeah.
I could not tell you the name of any of them.
Yeah.
I know I could tell you the name of one. It was Pariah Nexus, because I made a joke about it being too similar to the name of the Pariah Nexus.
But so do you think so narrative is all something that GW pushes often, and they tend to kind of run with it. And I've never played narrative.
Do they though?
So I've never played. Well, let me get to the question. They've never paired the narrative portion with the competitive portion. Do you think that's the problem? That they almost there's like a line in the sand that you're either a narrative player or a competitive player. And the two shall never meet. Do you
Well, I
think
think,
that
and Danny, I would love to get your take on this as well, as I cut Dickie off, but I think they sort of had to, at the time back in like 6, have that distinct separation, because it was too far the other way back then, where narrative was too much and it was overpowering too many things. But now we're kind of at a point where it's so separated.
Yeah.
And it's very few people. Like, I've met a couple people down here where I played games with them, but before they were doing like a Crusade game. And like, I'm going to be real, they seemed way more hype about the Crusade game they just had. That might just be because they're playing me. Not the nice opponent to have. But like, they seem way more hype about updating their team sheets and updating their stats and the different things that happened.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think that lack of a narrative component just doesn't help. Like, if you were to have like a season of 40K, we're like, hey, this season, here's your ban list. Like, almost like Magic. Like, Dante, get him the fuck out of here. Calgar, yes, because he's a new model. Like, this specific chassis of Knight cannot be used in these games.
Yeah, I don't know if you need to go as far as like turning off the ability to bring the models that people want to play with. I think what you can do is you can make other things better and say this edition it's all tanks. Tanks are the edition, and they get some slight buffs or something.
Yeah.
And then there may be a melee edition. Like, I think you can kind of do stuff like that can keep the game fresh. I don't know if you have to be super drastic. What I was suggesting is everyone remembers Grotmus was a lot of fun, and the new detachments, and I think books that have that, maybe one new model, maybe new units, something to that effect. Because right now, the way we're getting new units is A, there's a codex, and you get a new character or a new unit, or B is a kill team that gets moved into your army. Those are the two ways that we're getting new additions to armies. So I think we could use another addition or another way to bring it in, or maybe make the kill team coincide with a campaign book or something to that effect, right?
Yeah.
I don't
like
know.
multiple ways to resolve a story, like one story arc around multiple game systems.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to do it.
Well, so look, what happened with narrative players right here is that like after 7th edition, Games Workshop decided these needed to have a hard separation. Like before then, narrative stuff was built into, like, from 3rd edition, 4th edition, 5th edition, even. Like, the narrative was built into a lot of the scenarios, like, and scenario work was a big part of that. Or people would use the various different like battle sector rules, like city fight or something like that, to add an additional thing. Now, like, we're stuck in this, unfortunately, because our battlefields are all the same. It feels like we're all playing on the same planet with like John alluded to earlier, like at the tournament tables, they're all like, oh, these are the same except for these ruins are red and those ruins are green, right?
Yeah.
Like, we need to add some way back to this game. I think it has to do with missions, but we can talk about that later. I think that those are in dire need, but I like the ideas of having these units tied to a particular like campaign pack, and the competitive players using that. I don't know that I'd want to like promote one army over another, even though it would be cool to see them because of the narrative. I think that's probably a mistake. I still want there to be balance, but I don't want there to be balance at the sake of all narrative. I think that should there should be some of it brought back. I feel like we're missing a lot of that.
This next one, this solely came from my suggestion list. Neither of you guys suggested this.
Okay.
Flipping people off.
This is a picture of Stone Cold Steve Austin flipping off the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels. Can either of you guess what my proposal is from this picture alone?
Remove or bring back sportsmanship scores.
Oh no, but that's a good one.
That was
God, could you imagine the false niceness of the table? Oh my gosh, no! I totally didn't think you were trying to screw me over. Oh, I know you said that you were intending to be 1.1 inches away from the wall, but you're not. Oh no. This is the return of a game mechanic This I feel I miss. I would like back seizing the initiative.
Oh.
Now,
Oh,
for some of our
sorry,
younger
man.
viewers,
I can't do it.
I like how I get diametrically opposite reactions from Dickie and Danny.
Yeah. I was like,
Um,
oh, okay. Yeah.
Seize the initiative is a dice roll. So after you decide who goes first, you roll a dice, and if you roll a 6, you get to go first instead, which is why Stone Cold's flipping off. He obviously just got a successful 6 roll. It was a mechanic that went away, I think, because there was a lot of times. And I think, wasn't it the top table at LVO one year was the guy conceded pretty much after his opponent won the initiative roll or seized the initiative roll?
Yeah.
Which,
No, that's exactly what happened.
yeah, his opponent deployed aggressively. He got seized on, and then he conceded right away, which might not make it seem like a good game. But for me, it adds that little bit of unpredictability to that game and to your deployment setup, where like I mean, I think some other things have to change, but I miss the high drama of like one dice roll at the start, deciding your luck for the rest of the game, in my experience. But I do miss seizing the initiative. Danny, is your dislike of it, disdain almost, does that come from like how it feels rules wise, or how it's been pushed onto you?
I hate it because it's a 16.67% chance that like all of the things that I've been planning for and deploying for will be thrown completely in the garbage because of like one dice roll. Like it can totally influence the game. Like, no, I hate it.
Dickie, well, what's your thoughts on seizing?
Okay, so I'm not as hateful as Danny is about it.
Show me on the dice where seizing touched you, Danny, because
I think
I won't.
so. I do understand where Danny's coming from because the game is much more math when you know who's going first and you can deploy to that. I don't necessarily hate the idea because it does throw like you when deploying, you do have to take that into consideration. And hey, there's a possibility.
16.667.
Yeah. But I will throw a wrench into this, and maybe Danny will agree with me. In a lot of the missions that we currently play in 40K, going second is actually the advantage position because you get to score at the end, not the beginning. So that 16% may work.
Would you do a caveat of C's being an option for the person going first to see if they could then go second?
I guess maybe maybe it's like better late
retard the
plans or something.
initiative.
Yeah,
Like
maybe
you're
it's
not
maybe it's like
Give
better
it back.
late plans.
It's regifting the initiative.
regifting the initiative. Like I just think there needs to be, because there's so many, like you would roll your dice and like the dice would hit with like the 6 would land on the side and then it would roll down. You're like, oh, that was so close. And Danny's like, I hate this mechanic.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the rule as it is. Also, we have a lot more scouting and infiltrating units these days, I would imagine, than that
And redeploying.
and redeploying. So I think I don't know. I think their game system would need to drastically change in order to
Yeah.
bring that
You
back.
guys are gonna fucking hate this next one then.
Oh, great.
Great. Okay.
This
Are you gonna fire someone,
about
John?
to end this whole man's career. This is a meme. I would like more generic stratagems to fuck with my opponent. I want a 1 CP stratagem to make him redraw his secondary mission for that turn. Or something along those lines.
That's terrible.
So you want to add more gotcha play into 40K?
I do. I want like a once a game stratagem that I can use to make him redraw one of the 2 missions that he drew.
Oh, Danny, you go ahead. Tell John why this is bad.
If it were all right, John. All right,
Yeah.
here's what I'll give you. Here's what I'll give you.
Imagine.
I don't think it's right to have them discard it. I think it would be
Shuffle
more
back in and redrawn.
reshuffle. Yes.
Yeah.
That I could get behind. I'd be cool with that.
This is entirely for me having to play Pokemon too much with my kid this past couple of weeks.
Dickie, what do you think? What do you think about that change instead?
Like,
I think that's a good change, especially now that challenger cards are gone. I think it's a lot more like, imagine that. Oh my god.
Because what, like, all I'm saying is, like, if you're behind and you see your opponent draws the secondaries and it's like hold the center, kill a unit, and you have like a unit of fucking scouts in the center objective, right? You're like, okay, well, you're instantly getting 10 points for that.
Yeah.
Like, just the ability to be like, hey, I need you to shuffle those back in and redraw. Okay, you might get the same ones. You might get some even easier ones.
Even better, yeah.
You know, or whatever it might be. It's not like like I never would intend it to be like a gotcha, like, you got big guns, or you got bring it down against my knight army. Go ahead, discard that objective. Like, because that's, again, it's not fun, but I don't think there's enough stratagems that fuck with your opponent.
So, John,
yeah,
this doesn't work then if your opponent is playing fixed.
That's true. That doesn't.
So would it be so I want to break this in. Would it be 1 CP, like fuck with your opponent's draw? Would that be like the feint card or whatever?
I don't know. I didn't put a whole bunch of thought into this. You might have seen.
I think it would need to cost you some like strategic something, right? So I think a CP
once a game, or well, like, ooh, now we're cooking with shitty gas. What about a way of trading your game points for stratagem points or command points?
So that's similar to blood tithe points.
No, I actually, John, I hate that. No, absolutely not. Do you know why that's? Do you want me to tell you?
I would love you to. That I think for the purposes of content creation, you explaining your hatred rather than just telling me you don't like it.
Yeah, John, this is here's why your opinion is garbage.
Okay, so I'm glad we're not personally attacking.
You're a shitty person for thinking it.
That's true.
You're a bad person, and you should feel bad.
Yep.
So really,
what a bad person. Fuck you.
Oh, signs point to yes.
I think the issue is this just helps armies that have like a lot of gas, like get even more gas, and so like you can trade a little bit of victory points in the first couple of turns to steamroll your opponent even harder with extra stratagems, etc., etc. I don't think that's probably a good idea to implement.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely right. That's why I don't think of things in the moment. And as in all breaks, all
breaks, no gas.
Yeah, my army's all gas, no brakes, but it's also like 2 miles per gallon. 2 miles per gallon. It does not go very far.
Yeah.
This wonderful meme here. The space magic intensifies.
Oh no.
Dude, are we getting endless psychic powers here? Because that's what I'm hoping you're talking about.
I don't like how psychic powers work now.
Like that it's just a gun.
Like, I don't like that psychic powers are just a gun or just a data sheet ability.
Okay.
And I think that takes a lot of the flavor away from psychic users. So
yeah,
I don't quite know where I'm going with it. But I don't want the entire psychic phase back. I've been bad touched by Thousand Suns enough. But I don't think just making it, I'm a space magician. Can you show me your space magic? Yes, it's a gun. Is a very thematic or good system.
I don't necessarily hate what they did with the T-Suns Codex.
I mean, did they shoot it into the sun? Because that's the only
well, they did that after. They did that after. But there was like an effort put in to make the psychic phase more I don't know, like more kind of harkening back to the old times kind of thing when you roll 2 dice. The fact that, you know, very rarely did you fail anything was kind of frustrating, but I mean, I kind of understand your position, but also only certain armies had even access to those abilities a lot of the time, and I think that was the more frustrating thing. Like if you were a Tau player, you're not seeing any magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like as long as you're not playing like Marines or Eldar.
Marines, Eldar,
Chaos,
orcs, like
Guard,
yeah, like there was a
or
lot of
Orcs.
yeah, I don't know if they actually took like proper magic users. Definitely T-Suns, Grey Knights
He
were
sounds great. Yeah.
yeah, those were
So
the
if
I don't
you're
know. I've seen a lot of the Psyker covens for Imperial Guard over the years.
yeah,
Like
which
that
you don't
unit
see
showing up.
anymore, right? But yeah.
like it's a
Well,
difficult balance.
yeah, you don't see them at all anymore. That like they're bad. Are they not in the game anymore? I don't think they're in the codex.
I have no idea.
It's a difficult balance because like I don't want to see the psychic phase return. Because again, I mean bad touch too much by like those the Forge World Psychers we were talking about a couple weeks ago. Like Thousand Suns. Like there was some games that I play against T-Suns where like, okay, it's a psychic phase. Like, all right, I'm gonna go get a drink, come back and tell me what you killed. Because it's gonna take fucking forever. But what all of those older editions had in common was there was a downside to using psychic powers.
Yep.
Yeah, now it's just hazardous.
And now it's just hazardous. And you
Yeah.
know, or something like that, which is sort of, but again, simplified, not simple. This is more in the simple column than simplified. Like it is simple because it's just your brain is a gun that burns you sometimes.
I don't really know what you're supposed to do with this though, really, because they've been guns now since 8th. So this is like 3 editions since we've made these like pretty significant changes, I think. Right? Like 8th edition, it wasn't like a psychic test you usually had to make. Am I wrong in thinking that?
No, you're right. So like since this change to like data sheets and all that other fun, it has been like this.
So
and it's
I don't disagree with you that it's boring. Like I mean it is. I like the psychic phase because it had I felt like it was kind of a fun give and take, especially if you had psychers in your army.
Yeah.
And it made kind of like that be interesting. And the armies that didn't have psychers, yeah, that felt pretty bad. Like, I mean, I played Necrons a lot. But yeah, I don't know. I'd like it to be a little bit more complex. I agree with you. I think that would be fine for me.
all right. Common ground. What do we have now?
I like your mom, Kim.
Oh dear. Wow.
Dickie, this is from one of yours.
Okay. Oh, so progress the story in a fundamental way is kind of we've lived in this kind of world. We've kind of seen the stories not really progress while Gilliman is back and blah 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 blah. I think maybe a more fundamental change in the story, like dramatic change, whether the I don't know. Think of all the kind of what if kind of conversations that you've had with 40K. What if the Emperor dies? What if Chaos wins? Like all these kind of factors, like just progress the story in a fundamental way to bring more narrative concepts to the game is kind of where I'm going with it. So
it's hard though, right? Because the 40K universe galaxy is enormous.
Universe galaxy, yeah.
So it's really hard to. But then when you look at everything that the Black Library has put out related to 40K, you have a beginning state, character development, and then the end state has to be the same as the beginning state.
Yeah.
It's just something like even like Sons of the Forest with the Lion, right? Where Lion comes back. By the end of it, the only change is he's now hunting for the fallen. Spoilers, it's been out for a year. Get over yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
they were like hunting the fallen before though. Like this isn't like it's
but
not
they've just sort of changed why.
Well, okay,
this is hugging the fallen, Dickie. It's a little different.
Yeah. There's a minute, but I think like the thing that annoys me the most about 40K fiction is nothing of consequence really happens by the end of the book.
Nothing.
Even like where it's like Infinite and the Divine, like you have Orican and Trazen kind of have an uneasy alliance at the start where they don't really like each other, but they're same race kind of thing. Then they have a wacky adventure at the end, which results in them not really liking each other and having kind of a.
It's fun though.
It was fun along the way, but it's sort of like the Black Library mold of writing and 40K writing in general. 30K is a little bit different, but even then, you already knew the end state. So a lot of the in between could be forgiven.
It's kind of like the Titanic, right? You kind of know where things end up.
Yeah. No matter what happens, Horus isn't fitting on the board.
Yeah, man. Horus is done.
Yeah. It's the Emperor laying on top of a door that could quite easily fit two of them, and Horus is just floated to drowning chaos.
And Sanguinus just laying somewhere dead.
Yeah. Just broken in half.
Broken it. So yeah, I don't know. I think when I think about it, I think if we can make any kind of major not faction change, but change in the, maybe it can add more spice to the surrounding of the game is kind of where I was going.
Yeah.
Big picture.
Danny, this is one of yours.
That is one of mine, John. And it's probably one of the ones I'm the most proud of.
I'm really proud of this picture, and also
this is a great gift. John, mine is to remove knights entirely from the game. I just want them and not just I'm not even talking let's nerf them into oblivion. Just say they're banned.
We're
fighting caverns this season. Knights can't fit. Yeah. Sorry, guys, you're gonna have to stay home. It's too small of an area for you to fit into.
I fought so many goddamn knights. I don't like it.
Yeah,
I own so many goddamn knights.
I've been thinking of just playing those, and just saying fuck it, and just running knights for BZU and paying them, because I could do it. I know I could. It wouldn't be hard.
Become the problem is what you're saying.
Yeah.
You have to show the problem. I think I said the problem with knights is stat check armies in general, right? Because when I roll up to the table with my knights, I can tell pretty easily by turn 1, end of turn 1, how the battle's going to go.
Mm-hmm.
You can either deal with 100 wounds at toughness 11, or you can't.
So we've talked a lot about when knights are good, the game is bad, but I wanted to break that down more, because I think we use that as a cop out now more than let's explain why that is. Yeah.
Cop out.
Yeah. Do you have a picture for that? I don't.
No, I don't. His dancing is hypnotizing.
It is. Okay, so Danny, let's start with you, because I think you're the one that posed this. So why are knights bad for 40K competitive?
Knights are bad for 40K competitive because they're inherently a skew army, right?
Yep.
So if everyone has to design if knights are good, then that means, i.e., when I say knights are good, I mean they're better than average, or better. They're not just a gatekeeper army. They're actually an army that is capable of winning a 5 or 6 round tournament. If knights are good and a top choice in the meta, then it warps the meta, and everyone has to be able to deal with these toughness 11, 28, 26, 28 wound models, and they have to be able to kill them efficiently. Otherwise, they will just lose, because it is absolutely a stat check on whether or not your army can actually deal with this problem in the game.
I agree. Yeah. Great argument.
So that warps the meta. That makes knights bad for the game, because it makes the meta have to adapt to knights and not to what is actually good. It has to adapt to what a knight is. And that's exactly right, Josh. It's rock, paper, scissors, lizards, where knight is the lizard, and lizard beats rock, paper, and scissors.
I also watched Big Bang Theory, Bazinga. Do you think it also informs list design negatively for other kind of models in the range? So whereas I might not want to take a whole bunch of tanks, knowing full well that all of the lists I'm going to face are going to be able to destroy it in one turn.
Yeah,
exactly.
It confines list design. I think is my biggest problem with the knight meta is, if I take this unit, I'm actively making my army worse. However many times I play knights, in which seems to be a lot. Either world eaters or knights, it seems like I'm playing these days. But I think it confines list design, and when you make a list that you're stoked to play, I always look at it and go, okay, how can this deal with knights? And but often I'm like, fuck, I have to go back to the drawing board, right? and add eradicate. Like for instance, John, you had to add eradicators to your list,
Right.
right? You would have to for Admech Las chickens, or for EC cry in a corner. I don't know. Like there's lots of
Dude,
I think it really does confine list design, and it makes the game kind of worse. So I
there's
do
some
agree with
secret Emperor's Children tech I want to tell you about, but it's not really. You got to keep it on the
don't
DL.
say Mauler fiends, for God's sakes.
Demon princes with wings, like two
Yeah,
of them, three of them.
more of
People haven't heard about that yet.
I have, so yeah, I
Well,
agree
wait a minute, Dickie. I'm sorry. Can't you just kill knights with flawless blades?
yeah, man, but they're so expensive, and no, not really. So, yeah, I
All
don't know.
right, sorry.
Yeah.
I got
So
excited.
how do you even fix knights? Because they're not going away at all. That's just not a thing.
It's not a thing.
Too many people have them. There's too large of a model range for both sets now.
I think you have to
Do
make.
you have? And here's my terrible suggestion. And Daddy, I want to see your
Great.
facial reaction for this.
Okay, let's see.
A different mission deck for knights.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
Where they have different objectives and different things to do, and like,
Is points enough?
What?
It seems.
Why are we doing that? Why are we going through
Yeah.
this whole freaking rigmarole? They just need to cost more points. Like, you shouldn't have as many of them. That's the
which I
problem.
shouldn't have to fucking kill 4 knights and still
You
have
shouldn't. No,
one
you shouldn't
knight.
have to. You shouldn't have to do with 5 knights.
Yeah.
You can deal with
Yeah.
4 knights and a couple armatures. I think that's probably fine. Like, but when
Buddy,
you get to 5 knights, then
believe
it's
me, I
yeah.
did. I can deal with 4. 5 is impressive.
I think there's maybe it's just a balance issue, whether that be points or limiting how many Titan class knights that you can bring.
I think you should only be allowed to have 1 enhancement in knights.
Whoa.
Fuck this. You're showing up and you're telling me which each of your 17 large boys have.
Well, you can only take 3.
You get 1.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. Even I'm thinking about, like, so generally you take fixed secondaries, you do assassinate, bring it down. Seems to be the go-to when you're playing knights. But should that be easier to achieve? I don't know, man. There's so many. There's so many.
Or maybe give non-knight players a special secondary that they can achieve.
Yeah. Like
fuck your knights.
Fuck your knight. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
See, I mean, like, the problem is huge. It's huge, and like, it's not an easy problem to come up with a solution to, but it's warping the meta. It doesn't make the game as fun. I just want to see dudes on the table. Honestly, that's all I want to see.
Well, we kind of already dealt with a problem similar to this, and I don't know if you guys remember flyers.
Yeah.
So flyers
now they've gone too far the other way with that, though.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't think they want, like, officially, I don't think they want flyers in the game. I don't think
if you look at their rules, it's pretty obvious they don't.
Yeah, the poor Helldrake.
It's like me showing I want to remain married by giving my wife a congratulations on your special day on our wedding anniversary.
Yeah, don't do that.
It's the bare minimum I could do, and honestly, quite insulting.
I think I don't know if they need to go as rockstar far as planes and flyers, but
I think they do.
I think it may happen.
I don't think you should be able to outflank.
What about if you can't take knights as a faction, as your main faction?
Just as allies?
Yeah.
I don't think you should be able to outflank Canis Rex.
For free?
For free. That's a bullshit rule.
Did you know it's per turn, John? Per player turn, not per...
Yup. Ask me how I know.
That's funny.
It's not a good story.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a really tough, and like, hats off, good luck, GW, because you're gonna piss somebody off. And there's there's gonna be a pissed off
group.
You've
done it.
All right, Danny, this is one of yours. What possibly could I mean with this matrix text?
I have no idea, John.
Oh.
Digital rules releases. Because
it's
the code.
that, please.
Jesus Christ.
What that was a good one.
It was getting deep.
Yeah,
Getting deep
can
into
we
the
just do it? Like, let's just make it real. Like, why can't you do this, Games Workshop? You're missing out. You're actually missing out on money because lots of people would buy either a subscription to the rules or at $20 a hit your codexes for digital rules. Like,
here's the deal. Right now, I buy about 3-4 codexes a year. That's about $200, say, right? Just if you make your rules digital, you charge people $25 a month, $20 a month to use it, like $19.99 is a price point. I feel I buy more codexes than the average person. And if you're getting $240 out of everyone every year, apart from your golden ticket winners who graciously get it for free, 240, like, you are making money.
Give the codes out. It's obvious you can give the codes out, right?
Yeah. So here's how I got around this. I ran an event and applied to get my TO package, and they just send me the codes now.
Nice. And Dickie gives us all of his login for his Warhammer.
No, I don't. I don't do that.
He doesn't. Games Workshop. John is lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're one of the 31 people that are watching this, then no, I don't do that. But I pay. It's like a $2,000 to $4,000 fee a year to basically get the codexes for free. So yeah.
You're like worth
like a bad investment.
Not worth at all. No.
But no, I've felt for a long time that they should no longer have paper codexes apart from the special editions, and the rules should be digital. 2025.
You should be able to buy the physical codex or the digital one. They have the ability. It's a no-brainer.
Or just sell me the digital one at first. After you make 30,000 changes to it in the first 3 months, then 6 months later you release the paper version. The Ultimate Edition. Fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, you're welcome for the playtesting, Games Workshop.
Yeah. That's essentially what we're doing.
I'm just trying to think. Like, I understand they make money on books, and that if they just said, here, have it for free, that amount would stop. But I have to believe you would buy more codexes in a year if they were like $25 and just digital. I have to believe that.
Give me the Netflix of GW and charge me $20 a month for all codices per game system.
100%.
You're to tell me for $20 I get 40K, for $30 I get AOS and 40K, for $40 I get AOS and 40K and Horus Heresy. Probably just gonna spend the $40.
100%. Like take our money. We're asking
our money.
For this. Yeah. And you're gonna make more out of us than we would buy codexes. 100%.
Can't tariff digital stuff right now, probably. Next.
So Trump is stopping us from being able to enjoy digital codexes now, John? That's what you're saying?
Never said that. Never going to make a political statement.
No, that's true. You didn't say that. And I would never accuse you of saying something like that.
Right here, we have a beautiful squad of battle line troops, Danny.
John, I think that we need to take a good, hard look at our mission structure. And one of the most important units that we have in our armies, the battle line units. These are the units that they are what simulates what 40K is: the common intercessor, the humble heartkin warrior.
Sorry, did you just say the common 8-foot tall genetically modified soldier?
I'm not done yet, John.
Yeah, sorry.
The empathic Necron warrior. All of these models and units really kind of like they symbolize the army, and I want them to be better. So one thing that we're missing in this current mission pack is the ability for battle line units to actually do anything meaningful. I would like the next mission pack to make battle line units the only units that can score points on objectives. And you can contest them. You can contest with other models, but you can't score points on an objective unless you hold it with a battle line unit.
Wow.
I think that would make the game way more fun in my mind.
So like if I have say some death company on an objective, but you move some Dark Angel intercessors onto that, the Dark Angels just hold it because they're better boys.
Are you asking me if that's what I mean?
Yeah.
No. What I mean is that as long as you're like OC would matter, right?
Right.
But if you want to score points on your primary, the only objectives that you are holding with battle line units are the ones that can score points.
Good.
Wouldn't
I
this push
also-
horde armies into like
Cool.
very
No,
good
because
at
in some lists, vehicles are battle line.
That's true.
Okay.
Because if you think about Danny's beloved knights,
Mhm.
there's an Armiger and War Dog detachment where those are battle line.
Yeah.
And honestly, I would much rather play armies that are based around a toughness 9, 14 wound model
Yeah.
than armies based around a toughness 11, 26 wound model.
I would like to see a benefit like with battle line is for secondaries. If it's a battle line unit, it's scored at the top or the end of your turn. If it's non-battle line, it's the end of the round.
Or even additional victory points for
Or an
scoring.
additional something, yeah. Because right now, I don't see really a reason to take battle line this mission pack.
And
Yeah,
this takes me to another one of my things that I would like to change about the
okay.
missions.
Go ahead. You're already here.
Which do I have that next? Let me.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was next. We have 5 to 7 minutes.
Baby, you know I did it. All right. So I would like more mission variety. And by mission variety, I don't mean the way the missions are now, which is fine. I just want an extra little piece onto them. I want twist back, guys. And I want it back so bad because it's what makes the battlefield feel unique. And I would like to see more of that stuff on the table, more things that make the game just a little bit different without warping it greatly. I think that those add a great spice to the missions and like a uniqueness to what you're playing.
Like, so what were some of your favorite ones?
Well, I mean, like, okay, for instance, having night fight in a mission would be fun. Yeah. And having to like plan for, oh, what if I draw night fight?
Right.
Or having the objectives are, you know, like they can potentially be hazardous to units that are on them. I like missions like that.
Yep.
I like missions where like I do like the mission where the objective disappears, although I don't like it when you determine that one. I like that kind of stuff.
Yep.
That's a nice one that's in the current pack. So things like that, things that just like twist it up a little bit. Maybe make it so that there's ghosts or something like that, and battle shock test or an extra -1. That would be a cool one. It's like little things that make the mission just feel a little bit different. I would like some more variety in the missions. They just, again, the staleness and the sterileness make it just a little bit boring, and I'd like that stuff to come back.
Yeah, I think there was some that made battle line better, like they could advance or they could
right. Yeah, sure, that stuff.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I think I could see that. Yeah.
And like, I think this all comes down to kind of what we were saying before. Like, all of these is just, it's so sterile just now. 40K. Where it's at a great place balance wise. They're doing a good job of making sure there's no army has like a win rate that is more than another.
They're trying.
They're trying, right? And then they're quick to respond. But the tertiary things, the missions, the terrain, the feel of it, it's something's got to give.
John, I feel like I have COVID and I can't taste anything when I play 40K.
So true story. Back when COVID first started coming around, I was working food service and I had a lot of people that would come in and yell at me because I didn't put the right flavors in because they can't taste anything. I'm like, well, I think your problems are more than a drink. That will always be my overriding memory of COVID. People yelling at me for not doing my job when really they just had a very transmissible disease.
They were walking around drinking coffees. And
I went to go get Taco Bell for lunch, and like I was eating it and putting fire sauce, and I literally was like, man, this fire sauce I think is bad. I can't taste it at all. And I'm like, oh no. So I literally took a whole pack and I like squeezed it into my mouth, and like and I could feel the burning on my lips, but I couldn't taste it at all. And I'm like, okay, well, I better go get a test.
Simpler times when the world was shut down with pandemics. But yeah, I think it's that what we're all sort of wanting is just like a little bit of variety, a little bit of spice, a little bit of flavor to our 40K. What would you guys do? Let us know.
Yeah.
Might read it. And then, we'll be back in a couple of weeks to kind of go over some stuff. Not quite sure. Well, I'll have finished the league. I'll have tried the next version of my Blood Angels, which I'm quite excited about. Maybe we'll do an update on how our team stuff is going. Now that, Daddy, there's multiple choices of things to do.
So many things.
True.
Okay, he didn't freeze. He just didn't find me amusing in the slightest.
Yeah,
Dickie. Dickie, Danny, anything that you want to go over before we hit the bricks?
The boys just at oh my fucking god. I'm so sorry. I am still recovering from jet lag here. At that Old World Charm, the boys just reviewed the WTC lists. So those episodes should be out. I know we also did a recent episode on mental health. I couldn't I wasn't there for the first one, but the second episode, which I believe we published as well, which normally lives behind the paywall, is available for anyone to download. So check it out if you're interested in that.
Yeah, man.
Yes. Dickie.
John.
You have anything you want to add to that?
I edited them very quickly, and they're up there.
Dickie does not care about mental health.
I took a joke out that wasn't funny apparently. Then I had,
sorry.
and then I had to I will say that one of the episodes, chef's kiss on the song that I chose for the front. So yeah.
Annie, how does it feel on your other podcast being the person who's supposed to be funny but just flails occasionally? Did you feel empathy for me?
Well, if I were capable of feeling that, I feel like I would have. But it's all that damn time with all the water, dude.
Leave Vigilante Danny over there. We're gonna be back 2 weeks for sure. A week from now, if the hobby guilt gets to me and Dickie too much.
Man, I got a hobby. I'm in a slump.
Okay, then we'll probably be back next Tuesday to force Dickie to hobby with some only hands. Danny, you can probably have the night off. Or come hobby with us.
Maybe I will. I got a bunch of Votan. I don't know. I got to figure out what I'm taking to BZU.
Yeah, man.
And regardless, we'll be back at some time with something. So for Mob Rules, I've been John.
And Danny.
I've been Dickie.
This has been a tight 60.
Nice.